All right. You didn't hear that. We're back to the three choices. We did Korme's, we did Sakura's, and now we are moving on to Rimu's. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, I don't know how how they're gonna top Sakura's route. I fucking love, I loved Sakura's route. I loved her, but there's a reason she's still second. Because Rimu, I really like. Hope the mic picked that up. Either way, you know, it makes sense for Sakura to be with I keep thinking Okta Shime because, well, they're both magistrates, so of course they have that connection, and then you find out that they basically think the same and blah blah blah, and then of course the she stopped being a bitch, and that was the main thing, and actually became a likable, lovable character and stuff like that. But Rimu, she's been at the top since day one. I mean, you know, Okta's taken the spot sometimes, but that's me coping because she's a tomboy. Either way, Rimu, who's also a tomboy, is childhood friends with Shime, so, you know, you could make the case that it would make more sense for Rimu to date Shime. So, I hope that is the case. Let me change the text box opacity back to normal, and let's stop stalling, get right into it. Rimu has become our dorm mother and decided to support us, all in addition to her duties. From now on, we'll be causing her more and more trouble. And if there's anything I can do to make it easier on her, I want to help. Let me tell her that before I forget. I'll finish my paperwork, then head out to find Rimu. By the time I finish my work and make it to Minamimachi, it's already evening.
よっせ、もう仕事終わりだろうに。どうしたの?
I had something I wanted to chat with you about.
なになに? 改まって話なんて珍しいね。
It's nothing that important. I just wanted to say it before I forgot. I told Rimu everything I was thinking earlier.
私の負担をね、そうしてくれるのは嬉しいけど、大丈夫なの?
What do you mean?
私よりも使命くんのが忙しいに決まってるじゃん。私はみんなを楽にするために自分から寮母するぞって立候補したんだよ。
I mean, that does make sense. She would have the least amount of work magistrate-wise, so she can make up for it by being the dorm mom, like with Yamanami. Still, I'm worried it's too much.
じゃあ、あれだ。からくりを試したりするの手伝ってよ。
Like he doesn't already do that already? I said already twice. Your machines.
いろんな手間を減らすためにからくり作ってるじゃん?
Yeah, there's a ton of weird machinery around the dorm.
それの試運転とか発想の転換とか、そっちを手伝ってくれた方が嬉しいかな。
You want to make it so you're not the one actually cooking and cleaning, right?
その通り。つーこって明日から実験台よろしく。
Wait, what? Wait, what? I think it should be the other way around. Shoot, I shouldn't have offered to help. I take it back.
証人は先ほど発言したはずだ。私に手を貸すとね。
And this is why she stayed at number 1, even though I loved Sakura so much in her route.
間違いないかい大岡使命
Right.
じゃ、そういうことで前言撤回は男らしくないぞ
Now I've said it, I'm locked in. You gotta lock in, you definitely gotta lock in. And it looks like I can look forward to being Rimu's guinea pig for a while. I would... What? I can't say that anything's changed. Nothing ever changes. The next day, Toyama's assistant is Komei and Rimu. If you... Wait. Yeah, it's Komei and Rimu. If you could stick with me, let's get to work.
わかった。小梅、城帰りの疲れは残ってないか？
はい、大丈夫です。見ての通り、ピンピンしてます。
See, now the pairing makes sense because Shimei's always with Rimu at the start of these routes. And in Sakura's route, he was still paired with Rimu in the thing. Yeah.
それならば安心だ。では大岡、見回りに行ってくる。
But, you know, they were paired, Sakura and Shimei were paired together for a while, and then for some reason they just changed back to the default setting. Yeah. Okay, be careful. Toyama takes Komei and heads out on her rounds as usual.
で、私たちは何すんの
We need to question those thieves Hijikata's group caught the other day.
了解補佐なら任せといて
I said I'd help Rimu out, but in our daily work like this, it's the opposite. She works as my assistant, making my life easier. She always makes life easier. If her inventions work, if not, make life harder. So when I'm in the dorm, I want to do what I can to help her. That's all for work today. Good job.
おうそっちこそお疲れ様さーて帰ってご飯作らなきゃだね
Is there anything I can help you with? I can help with? It both works.
じゃあ早速やってもらおうかな
Shopping or something?
いや実験
An experiment? You came up with that quick.
奉行所から寮までこれ履いて帰ってよ
What are these? Rimu hands me a pair of sandals and with wheels on them. He made fucking roller skates? You want me to wear these home?
そう移動が楽になる素晴らしい庶民の味方になるかもしれないもの
You know I'm not exactly athletic, don't you?
だから使命くんができれば誰でも大丈夫ってことじゃん
Okay, I'll give it a try.
ありがと
I put the wheeled shoes on. Shit, this is...
うどうしたの突っ立ってないで早く帰ろうよ
He's gonna fucking fall over. He's gonna fall on his ass like every 10 steps. It's every 2 steps. How do I move in these?
足を交互に動かして走るように
I feel like I'm going to fall on my face. And your ass.
大丈夫だって私が手を引いてあげるから
Wait, that's just embarrassing.
よーしそれじゃあ寮まで帰るぞ
Oh, that'd be so embarrassing. People might spread rumors about our about how close we are, and mistake us as boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh no, that would be such a shame. With these strange shoes on my feet and Rimu tugging my hand, we head back to the dorm. Thanks for the meal.
どうした？やけに気分が沈んでるな。
I was right on the money with that one. No, I'm just... She dragged me all the way down the main street like that, and I could feel people giving me weird looks. I even heard a few people whispering that I'd gone mad. Well, if they looked down for a second, they'd see that Shime gained a foot or two, or a half.
何かお仕事の方で悩みでもあるんですか？
I mean, she was at work with him, but I wouldn't call her a thing, you know. Work is fine. There are no problems. He doesn't care. Therefore, no problems. I keep bringing that up in fucking Magical Married Lunatics because that is literally Karen's mindset. Toyama and Kormei don't know about the experiment. They just go home after dark. I wouldn't want the two of them to see me like that, or even know about it.
何もないと言うなら、これ以上は聞くまい。小梅、部屋に戻ろう。こういう時はそっとしておくのが一番だ。
はい、それでは。
Toyama and Kormei head back to their rooms, leaving me in the dining room.
あの下駄、食事も喉に通らないほどに辛かった？
They trampled all over my mental health.
うまくできたと思ったんだけどな。
Mental health doesn't exist
そうで
in
もなかったか。
mental health doesn't exist in feudal Japan. If you're sad, just don't be sad. If you're never mind. I'm not going down that route. I think they could use a rethink, 2 rethinks, 3 more.
そうだね。ああやって人前で体を張るのは今回限りにするね。
Rethinks? What the fuck? I think the word you're thinking of is revisions. Really?
そこまで昇進になるのはさすがに良くないなって思って。
I'm not helping, am I? I'm the one who offered to support her, and here I am making her life harder. What am I doing?
言った手前、僕はなんてことをとか思ってる顔してる。
Not. He's doing it on purpose. That's why she's number 1. That's.
これに懲りたら次から安易に手伝うなんて言っちゃダメだからね。
Did you do that on purpose? What did I say?
使命君の空いた時間は貴重なんだから、もっと有意義に使わないと。そういうわけだから、明日からはいつも通りに戻ること。わかった？
No, you need more people to start spreading rumors about Rimu and Rimu and Shimei's relationship. That definitely won't start blooming into an actual relationship, aka them dating. They're already in a relationship, they're just friends at the moment. / co-workers. Whatever. Okay, I'm sorry to make you worry so much.
幼馴染だからね。頼るべきところはドーンと頼ってくれた方が嬉しいもん。
I'm not gonna say anything. Then I'll leave the chores in your hands.
あいよ、任された。
Rather than helping her out, I just put more on her plate. And Rimu saw it coming, which is why she set me up with the shoes. Well, like family, we lean on each other for support. And then maybe a bit, maybe, never mind. I shouldn't have bothered overthinking in the first place.
朝だぞー。寝ぼすけはどこだ？実験台にするぞ。
Rimu's usual voice. If she's making her rounds, that means it's 7.
ほら、いつまで寝てんだ。寝ぼすけはこうだ。こう。
やめろ。起きるからやめてくれ。
I wish I was Hiji. Never mind. Something terrifying is happening on the other side of my wall.
よーし、これでよし。さーて次だ。朝だぞー。寝ぼすけはどこだ？
Rimu's voice is getting closer and closer to my room.
おはよう、朝だって起きてんじゃん。
Don't stick it up my ass like you did with Hijikata. Anyone would wake up if they heard the scream of terror I just did from next door.
次からはしめくんの部屋を一番にするべきか。
Can't you wake us up a little more gently?
それは無理な相談ですな。
What? Why?
残念ながら土方くんとしめくん以外のみんなはちゃんと起きられてるもん。
What a twist.
私が寮母さんになってから君たち二人はいつまで経っても起きられないね。
They're doing it on purpose. I wonder why. Ever since Rimu took over, Hijikata and I have gotten weak to mornings. It must be because we know she'll wake us up on time. We've probably been letting her spoil us. Once again, I fucking called it. Since we think of you as family, we're taking advantage of you, a smidge.
甘えるだけ甘えればいい。明日の餌食は貴様だ。
I mean, you're already taking advantage of her when when she does the chores? I don't know. I'll wake up on my own tomorrow, so I'm good.
そうだといいけどね。じゃ、朝食作ってくる。
Yeah, see you. I change my clothes and head out into the hall, where I'm greeted by a sleepy-looking Hijikata leaving his room.
Oh, Shime. Ohayo.
Even after he got his ass probed, he's still tired. Morning. Sounds like Rimu gave you a rough time.
あいつの起こし方、もう少し優しくなんねえのかな。
I don't think she can. She said it's my turn tomorrow.
布団の上からじってでしこたま叩かれるから。覚悟しとけよ。
She did that? That little...
おい。飯食うか。
Let's... When Hijikata and I enter the hall, Rimu is the only one there. Huh? Where are Kome and Toyama?
起きたちゃんと一緒に朝の散歩だとさ。
Of course.
朝から散歩って年寄りじゃあるまいし。
子供じゃあるまいし、朝寝坊なんて。朝寝坊なんて。
ああ、はいはい。悪かった。朝から散歩、健康的でいいな。
It's rare for Okta to go with them.
そうでもないよ。最近の起きたちゃん、私たちの頼み断ったりしないし。
Really?
一人じゃないってことを身をもって学んでる最中なんだとよ。
She's going through the same thing as Sakura, but when she was like that, when she was like that, you know, she wasn't as much of a bitch. Not alone. After losing the two people closest to her, Okta often seemed as if she might just disappear one day. However, in the course of time, she got her vitality back, and now Okta is even more active than she was before.
生きる目的を自分で見つけたんじゃないかな。いいことだと思うよ。
Don't worry, she'll have a better meaning. Actually, I shouldn't say that. She'll have a different meaning in her life during her I don't know what I'm saying. Rimu brings us plates of food, chatting all the while. There's soup and pickled vegetables, and some strange white spherical something. What is this? Hijikata's face changed, so I thought he was talking. So
茶碗一杯分のご飯を丸い形にしました。どうかな？
It's hard to eat. Since it's round, when I try to bite into it, I get rice on my face. In fact, it's so unwieldy, I'm not sure it was designed for human consumption. No, you need to... It's designed to put the whole ball in your mouth. What do you think about this, Hijikata?
別になんとも。腹に入れば同じだろ。
Hijikata doesn't seem the slightest bit bothered as he chomps away. He sips some soup, wolfs down some rice, then sips some more soup in that order. You never were a picky eater.
気にしてどうすんだよ。飯作ってんのリムだぞ。何があってもおかしくねっての。
When you put it that way, you do have a point.
不評だね。丸はダメか。ならば次は四角でいくかな。
A spoiler alert, cubes are also a miss. Just stick to the usual triangle.
いつも通りの形にしたって面白くないでしょ？新しいことに挑戦していかなきゃ。
Because the triangle has already been optimized. That's the reason why it's the triangle. It's the optimal shape for eating rice. Onigiri. Specifically. I appreciate the idea, but maybe you could experiment elsewhere.
よし、ごちそうさま。お先に失礼。
You inhaled that, as usual.
使命みたいに悩みながら飯食わねえからな。つうことで、先に行ってくるわ。
I don't chew on my problems. I wait until the problem's too big and start choking on it. We won't be calling anyone into court today, so you could just do the usual patrols.
はいよ。沖田にも伝えとくぜ。じゃあな。
Finished with his meal, Hichikata leaves the dorm in high spirits. His attention really 180s after a meal attitude.
そうだね。燃料が満タンになりましたって感じになるよね。
That's exactly it.
しめいくんもさっさと食べて燃料満タンにしちゃって。
Yeah. Urumi has been cooking these meals and making sure our lives are taken care of since she became dorm mother. I'd never seen her do housework before, so it took me off guard at first. But it's terrifying how quickly you can get used to things. In just 2 months, I've already forgotten why it ever seemed out of character. He's just that much of a wife. She's just wife material, alright? Just where did she learn all this? I've known her so long. I thought I knew everything about her. It turns out I was wrong. I know some parts of her so well that I'm practically blind to the rest. We received several complaints about the roller shoes incident yesterday. The magistrate shouldn't play around. Don't mess with us. You look like an idiot, etc.
たったあれだけのことに対してそんな苦情が来るわけ？
That's your fault. They have too much free time. What should we do about these complaints? Throw them all into a fire. Option 1. Let's just crush them up and pretend we never saw them.
奉行所まで苦情を言いに来る人たちだよ。何もしないとまた来ちゃうでしょう。
No, they won't. Option 2. We could start selling those shoes.
無理。あれはそういうものじゃないもん。
Option 3. We can go explain to each and every complainer.
それやってたらキリがないよ。
Alright, I'm out of ideas.
手間はかけたくないけど、ちゃんと見てますよ的なことはしないとダメだよね。
Just send each and every one of them one one letter with just a three-word letter. Cry about it. That's it. That's. We heard you. We don't care. If we're going to do that, we need to do it properly, but we have no time.
立て札作るのはどう？こう目立った苦情に対しての答えを書くの。
Oh, perfect. Then I won't have to write it out. Write it out multiple times. Just giant letters on the notice board. Cry about it. You want to put a notice board together? Where?
大通り。そんでそこに苦情の紙をベシーって貼り付ける。
We'll pin people who complain up there. You mean? I see. And then...
それに対しての答えを使命くんが返信してベシーって貼り付ける。一つ一つに対する答えは短くていいからさ。
So you want me to try and quiet people down by showing them we care?
一時的にね。丁寧にやりすぎると逆にお調子者が出てくるだろうから。
I mean, to be honest, the act of at least writing something means a lot more than doing absolutely nothing. It sounds like a difficult line to walk. That's what makes it so good.
いつも私に言ってるみたいに思いついた短い言葉でいいんだよ。小難しく考える必要はなしってことで書くべし。
Fine. I take Rimu's advice and compose brief responses to the complaints. I'm sorry. I'll be more careful in the future. I apologize for any insult caused, etc. Shut up. I don't care. If you don't like it, leave. Never mind. And that's that. We now have a big, obvious notice board in a visible spot on the main street.
何か人だかりができてると思って来てみたら、何してんだ？
掲示板。苦情とかそういうのに対する答えを書いていこうかなと。
それなら新聞にも載せてくれよ。その方が周知できるだろ。
That's true. Do we have that option?
もちろん。ただし迷子を一つか二つが限度だな。
There you
書く
go.
面積ってのが限られてるからよ。
There's always a catch. I don't mind. Our goal is to make sure this information gets to as many of the townsfolk as possible.
へいへい。つうことは定期的に記事ネタをいただけるってことで。
Also, like,
毎度あり。
the newspaper does not sound like a good idea. Because imagine you're just reading the newspaper and then now there's a 2-page spread of fucking complaints and then responses to those complaints. And you're like, what the fuck is all this wasted paper for when you could have been spending it, you know, writing about the news? So then Futabate would start getting complaints instead of Shime. You know what? Maybe it's a good idea.
じゃあ早速これとこれ記事にしちゃってよ。
Arimu points to a few of the complaints on the board. Already.
これとこれな。しかしこんなもんに苦情出すたみんな暇なんだな。
Since it's so peaceful, they focus on things like this. That's why it doesn't really bother me.
なるほどね。責任持って新聞にさせてもらうぜ。んじゃまたな。
Having asked what was to, having asked what he came to. Wait, having asked what he came to do, I guess, Futabate runs off like the wind.
なんかうまいこといきそうだね。
Yeah, I think everything will work out.
いたけだかにならない使命くんらしい手だと思うよ。似合ってる。
I seem to recall it was your idea, Rimu.
まあ 私は使命くんのことなら何でも知ってるからね。
And yet there's a lot I don't know about you.
そうなの？
I never knew you were so good at housework. Or so good at PR.
私のことを見直してくれたかね？
I can't... No. You're already at the top. I can't really, you know... Yamanami's number 0 because he's a MILF. So it's kind of the meme. So... You know, I have.
そんなら帰りに腰掛けあんでわらび餅よろしく。
You're going straight for the wallet. On the way home, I buy warabi mochi, and we all eat it together at the dorm. It's always been such second nature to have Rimu by my side, and that it never occurred to me to get to know her better. This is what I'm saying when I say it makes more sense for Rimu to be with Shime because of how close they are already. Much closer than Koumei and Sakura combined. I should be more proactive in learning about Rimu. And that's the lesson that I learned today. Or who knows? Maybe it's a bad thing.
朝だよ。ねぼすけさんはどこだ？十手のサビにしちゃうぞ。
I was joking about the probing. God damn it. Maybe it could turn into a bad thing that Rimu and Shime know each other, have known each other since childhood. That's Rimu's voice. She said she was hitting my room first today. Shit. I need to get up and quickly.
油断したな。ねぼすけはこうだ。こう。
Uh-oh.
やめろ。起きるからやめてくれ。
He actually does sound like he got probed. I hear a scream coming from Hijikata's room on the other side of my wall. Attacking the man when his guard is down. She's got a real mean streak.
さっさと起きる。それから部屋を片付けること。わかった？
Yeah, especially with all these fucking cum tissues everywhere. I saw your room during chapter 4. I cannot imagine how much worse it is now.
はいはいはいはい。
If she's over there, then I'm next. What will happen if I pretend to be asleep? Do you want to get probed? Well, never mind. It's my turn to do an experiment. I close my eyes in faint slumber.
おはよう。朝だよ。って寝てるな。この寝ぼすけめ。
I can feel Rimu inching closer toward my face. Is she lining up with her jit? Lining up her jit as I lie here. What the? A noise I've never heard before right in my ear. It sends me leaping from my sheets. Ah, she didn't fall for it.
寝たふりがわからないとでも思ったか。
She knows him she knows him too much. I thought you'd hit me. You make it sound like you wanted to be hit.
叩かれると思ったら耳元で。なんてね。目覚めたでしょ。
You didn't say anything. You just blew into his ear. What do you mean, sweet nothings? Sweet air, more like. Wait, what? Completely.
私を試すようなことをするから、私も使命君を試したんだよ。
Yeah, but like, you know, don't threaten him with a good. Don't threaten him with a good time. This is bad for my heart.
でも嬉しそうな顔してるね。こういうの好きなの？
What? No, that's not what I said.
その慌てっぷりいいね。これはいいことを思いついたぞ。
This is what I loved about Korme, right? In the later parts of her route, right? Because she was such a fucking tease. In the late parts of her route, right? But Rimu, she's been this way the whole fucking game. So like, it's no surprise. It's not it shouldn't be a surprise that she's at the top. And she's a tomboy. That expression, that's Rimu's scheming grin.
じゃあそういうことで朝ごはん作ってきまーす。
What is she planning? I change my clothes and head out into the hall. Hijikata, even more tired than yesterday, meets me there. Good morning.
おはようしめ。リムにはしてやられたぜ。まったく。
Rimu's getting more devious by the day. She lulled you into a false sense of security.
連続はないと思って安心させたところにだからな。きついぜ。
It woke me up too. I tried pretending to sleep to see what would happen.
ふん。それでどうなったんだ？
Pegging. Wait, no. She blew in my ear.
もてあそばれてるな、しめ。
When isn't she? It sure worked though. I'm wide awake now.
とりあえず飯にするか。
Yeah.
おはよう。悲鳴がここまで聞こえてきたが、一体何があったんだ？
Anal probing. I keep...
俺はリムから実手で叩き起こされた。
I need to stop. I keep fucking bringing it up. It was well woken. I was well woken.
何か言いたくないことでもされたか？そんな顔してるぞ。
I don't mind telling Hijikata like earlier, but I don't really want anyone else to know. Because they'll tease you for it. Hijikata, Rimu, and I played together since we were young. There are no secrets between us, but for anyone else, I don't really want to expose myself like that.
食事お持ちしました。
Yeah, thanks. 2 pickled vegetables and a mysterious cylinder of rice. Cylinder? That's a different shape. I thought you said cube. Well, square. Square, you know. Interesting shaping again.
いただきます。姫は形を気にするよな。食えば同じなのにな。
I mean, like, if the shape was, if the cylinder was thin enough, you could get away with it, right? I guess. You don't worry enough. What do you think, Toyama? Toyama stares down at the strangely shaped rice. Raising her chopsticks, she splits it into 3 pieces before starting to eat. Oh, that's one way to do it. One way to do it. The one way to do it.
手づかみで食べないとダメというわけでもあるまい。
But, like, it's an unwritten rule. It's not, but never mind.
握り飯なんだから、握って食べないとダメだろ。
Which part of it is the bowl? It's a rice cylinder, so it doesn't... It's different. It's questionable if we could call it this a bowl anymore.
よし、ごちそうさま。じゃあ、先に奉行所で待ってるからな。
Besides, the rice bowl was yesterday. Yeah, I'll head over soon myself.
ところで、今日の予定は何だ？
Yesterday was the notice board. I wonder how that went. As long as it didn't cause problems.
吟味すべきものがないならば、小梅と事務仕事をやろうかと思ってな。
You're like, oh shit, we didn't... we got a lot more complaints than we expected. We need a bigger board. Yeah, I can't say until we get to the office though.
おはよう。少し寝すぎた。
and because she's a girl, she wasn't woken up by Rimu. Good morning. Your breakfast is over there.
また変な形だ。変な米だ。
This is also why I love Okta. Okta, still half out of it, grabs her rice rod with both hands and starts taking small bites. Good thing it isn't her route. What?
ごちそうさま。小梅、執務室で待ってるから、食べ終わったら来てくれ。
She grabbing that thing with both hands, bro.
わかりました。では私もいただきます。
My friends cycle in and out, coming and going. Breakfast is as busy as is a busy affair.
では行ってきますね。
It's been like 2 minutes since since the last scene. What a fucking transition.
行ってくる。
Have a safe trip. Kwame and Okta finish their breakfast and take their leave. As if waiting for that very moment, Rimu brings her own breakfast.
よーし。じゃあ私もいただきまーって、なんでまだいんの？
I was just curious as to how you normally eat.
いっつもこんな感じだよ。これからすぐに片付けて急いで奉行所まで行くの。
That's a lot harder than I imagined.
食器洗いはある程度からくりに任せてあるし、楽なもんだよ。
He met a dishwasher. I see. Also, the rice was shaped funny again today.
起きたちゃん、真ん中からかじって口の周りが大変なことになってたね。
Ah, for the middle. Ah, okay, so it wasn't as lewd as I was thinking. Hoping. What? Never mind. She didn't seem to mind too much.
食べ終わったらすぐに行くから、私を待たなくて先に行ってていいよ。そのために私がこうしていろいろやってんだからさ。
You're right. But I'm already waiting for you, so let's go together today.
はいよ。じゃあちょっくら待っててね。急いで食べるから。
On our way to the office, we steal a glance at the notice board, but
おお、こりゃ。
it seems to be evolving on its own. We only set the board up yesterday, and someone has already added a comment box underneath. Oh, damn. When I check inside, there's already a handful of letters, and for some reason, some money. There's always someone who puts money in these things.
ご利益も何もないのにね。
What should we do with this?
自分たちで作ったものじゃないし、ちょっとどうするかは迷っちゃうね。
Yeah, the next question is, who made it?
おはよう。朝早くから熱心だな。元気にしてるかい？
And he is prime suspect number 1. Yeah, morning.
おはようついでに、これ見てよ。この目安箱。
おお、これか？これがどうかしたのか？
どうしたのかって勝手に作られて。ああ、わかったぞ。
Figured what out?
双葉亭。さてはこれ作ったのはあんたかい。
大正解。直接苦情が行くよりもこっちの方がやりやすいだろ。
Prime culprit. But then we'd need to come gather them regularly.
俺に任せてもらえるか？配達ついでに収集して届けてやっからさ。
最初からそれが目的か。目ざといな。
But like, why do you have to be more involved in Rimu's route? This ain't about you, bitch. This is about my childhood friend Rimu Hiraga. I'm yeah. I was thinking of I was thinking of Utena. Wait. I'm blanking on her name from fucking Agashino and Magical Girls.
どう記事にするか、それがすぐにわかるからな。つうことで、よろしく。
If Futabate runs off in a good mood without waiting for an answer, he won't do anything bad, so we might as well let him handle it.
町奉行と町民の距離が縮まると考えれば、これはこれでありかもね。
I don't know, I think Sakura's method worked best, unintentionally, because they didn't really expect people to start gossiping about their relationship together. Be careful what you bridge for. Shut up. In the evening, when I left the office when I left the office for home, Futabate arrived as promised with the box. But inside.
猫を飼いたいので、お父さんを説得してください。
No.
夫が隠れて女と会っています。捜査して裁いてください。
Just sentence him to death.
遠山さくら様に憧れてます。大きくなったら、私も町奉行になります。
I would prefer to be her husband. What? This is less of a suggestion box and more of a free-for-all. The notes inside the comment box are a very varied mix. Jesus. Requests for trials, requests for loans, confessions, requests for loans, confessions of love, opinions about cats. No, not opinions about dogs though, etc. What should we do about this?
どうするもこうするも、設置した大岡たちでどうにかするしかあるまい。
This isn't the kind of thing we intended it for though.
どれもこれも町奉行への依頼のようなものばかりですね。そうだね。文句の一つでもあるかと思ったけど、全然ないね。
Well, yeah, that's what the notice board is for. That's where the complaints are. Now that you mention it, I thought there'd be at least one too. There isn't a single criticism or rude comment about the magistrate's office or the Shinsengumi. Yeah, that's unrealistic. There should be at least one head comment. Futabate is not the type to toss them out either. Also, you're telling me he would have gone through that would mean he would have had to go through the entire comment box himself and vet each one of the fucking things. That's too much work.
思った以上に町民には好かれてるようだな。
I don't know if we seem approachable or harmless.
悪いことではないと思いますから、自信を持っていいと思います。でも、これどうする？せっかくのお便りというか相談事。
We can't just ignore them. Let's answer each and every one of them, and leave them on the notice board. I want a cat. No. I want a loan. No. I want to become a magistrate. Okay. I want to take my husband to court. Do you have evidence? The tough ones you can leave to me and Toyama, and Kome can plow through the easy ones, like the hundreds that want the hundreds of comments that say they want a cat. The other ones can go to Rimu.
その他って何？
Like this one. I fell in love with someone. What should I do? Tell them.
親身になって相談する系ってことだね。わかった。
Tell them unless, and then you just list out every single use case. We have the day off tomorrow, but let's at least update the board. I'd like you to work on your responses this evening, back at the dorm.
わかった。 なるべく努力しよう。
当たり障りのないように書きますね。
You'll be fine with that.
あんまり無責任なことは書かないようにするよ。
What do you mean by that? Sorry, it's turn at the homework. Thank you for your help with this. After that, we all return to the dorm and write up our separate answers. Evening arrives and I collect the papers. I'm going through and checking them, but Toyama and Kome are serious and proper, but Rimu, this is...
こういう回答はダメなの？
I don't know what you expected from Rimu. I've fallen in love with someone. What should I do? Just go and tell them. What the fuck is... Just go and tell them all what. Give them a smacky on the backy and a big ol' grin and go to town. What? Just go at them all what? It's barely even intelligible. Don't get me started on the grammar. Your answers are no good.
こういうのは気持ちが大事なんだよ。気持ち。
Maybe it shouldn't.
細かくああだこうだ書いたって気持ちがついていかなきゃ意味ないもん。
Then write that.
それっていうのは？
You should do what you think best. As long as you put your heart into it, it'll go well. Something like that.
おお、なんかそれっぽい。しめいくん、さすがだね。
You just need to put that, to put what you most want to get across into words.
一番伝えたいことをか。
But how else could you tell them to give them a smacky on the backy?
じゃあ、試しにしめいくん、私のことどう思う？
That's a loaded question. Think of you. I mean,
そりゃ
you're my over-energetic childhood friend who loves to make machines and rushes into everything head first. But I trust you with all my heart.
長くない？もっと短く。
You made it. Look. It was politician speak, alright? Spunky. There you go.
短すぎでしょ。
I mean, you're just you.
じゃあ、対抗。私から見たしめいくん。
What? Is she going to call me a scrawny four eyes or shuggy nut? No. And shuggy nut.
やっぱり、いいや。
Fuck! Don't, not with that face. But what's wrong? Don't give up halfway through. That's not like you.
言いたくないな、と思っただけ。
I won't retaliate. Whatever you say, bring it.
じゃあ、私も短く、端的に一言で言ってやる。
Alright, give me your best shot.
男。
That's 2 words. That certainly is short. She said, at least she prefaced with 1 word, unlike you.
私はね、一人の男として、しめいくんのことを見てるよ。
Well, I am a man, that is true. Time, you can't be that dense. No, he can. It's just that, unlike in, well, actually, no, that's in MML. It's more like in MML. Yuta chooses to be Yuta chooses to be dense. In Master Magistrate, Shime, yeah, he is dense.
にぶちん。
What was that?
もういい あとは適当によろしく。
Hey, there's still a lot of those you need to fix.
夜更かしして寝ぼすけにならないようにね。じゃあおやすみ。
Irumi leaves me behind, quickly running from the room. Does she expect me to fix all of these on my own?
おーい、朝だよ。起きろ。
The fact that it's a black screen. Surely it won't be a CG. Also, like, I thought Sakura and Komi were in the room with them. They are apparently not, I guess. They would have said something, right? And let me sleep a little longer. I was up all night working. Let me sleep.
しめくん、朝だよ。
I'm disappointed. I open my eyes and there's Rimu grinning down at me.
おはよ、しめくん。
Today is our day off. Why?
掲示するんでしょ。だったら起きなきゃダメじゃん。
That counts as work. It doesn't have to be done this early. My head and my body are still tired. Fuck! Perhaps it's because she woke me up in the deepest form of sleep, but my body feels like a paperweight. My throats are still hazy throats, and I can't seem to get a grip on my consciousness. I close my eyes to sleep once more. Right in front of her. Just because she doesn't have the jit out doesn't mean she won't pull it out. The jit, I mean. It's our day off. Irumi will give me a break. She does not pull it out. Just like yesterday, she breathes in my ear, shaking things up. But today my sleep is going to win this battle. No. I don't think you're gonna win. She nibbles on my earlobe, and I feel a heat rush through me. What is that? I leapt off like one of her springs. What are you doing?
こんな反応するとは。
You can't do stuff like that. That's not okay. I can't put the words why that isn't okay, but it's not okay. It's too intimate. That's an easy way to say it. Put it.
起きないのが悪いっしょ。
Still, think about how you're waking people. Couldn't you, like...
優しく起こしてほしいって私に言ってたじゃん。
I mean, I did, but...
だから優しく起こしてあげたのに不満ばっかりなんだから。
No, come on now. Is this how you're waking Hijikata too?
はあ？するわけないでしょ。何言ってんの。
Why just me then? Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why Shime is getting special treatment and not Hijikata. There almost seems to be a motive behind it. But I don't know because I'm a dense protagonist.
どうしてだと思う？推理するのが得意なんだから自分で考えな。それと朝食作ってあるから食べ終わったらケージに行こうね。
Irumi skips out of the room in a good mood. What the heck was that? Good morning.
おはよう。ってどうしたの？暗い顔してさ。
Can you really blame me, given how I woke up?
そこまで言うならもうああやって起こしてあげないんだから。
Good. Just what I asked.
構わんのかい。
Unlike you, I'm not good with mornings.
だからああやって刺激を与えて頭がシャッキリするようにしたんじゃん。
Never say it like that again. Well, I have to admit it woke me up in some ways. What?
じゃあいいことずくめじゃん。ほい、朝食。
On my tray are soup, pickled vegetables, and it's normal. A normal, loosely triangular rice ball.
さあ、それはどうかな。食べてからが本番だ。
Wait, don't tell me the trap is on the inside.
なんてことはないから安心していいよ。
It's not rice.
あたしとしめいくんの2人分だから普通でいいかなと。
Yeah, that's good to hear.
今日買い物したいんだけどさ、付き合ってくれないかな。
Are you buying parts for your machines again?
うん、ちょっと本気になって一つ作ってみようと思ってさ。
A real effort. When Rimu gets serious like this, she makes some amazing things. A laundering machine. A money laundering machine that works off tap. A dishwasher that leaves dishes sparkling clean, and more. Did you think of another useful everyday device?
そういうこと。だから悪いんだけど荷物持ち頼めるかな。
Sure, I don't mind. I know why that took me
あ
so
り
long.
がとう、しめくん。
Rimu's dream is to build machines to make ordinary life easier. Just don't worry. Wait until she starts to get into robotics. Then she'll start making the Roomba, the Alexa. That's mostly it. Everything else is more gimmicky than, yeah. She's gotten help from Vitabate as well to try and spread her machines out into the world, but honestly, people aren't used to the concept, and it's not going well. But Rimu's still giving it her best. If there's anything I could do to help her. Carrying her shopping is such a small feat.